Alta Vista Elementary students, staff, and families are working together to stop bias, prejudice, and discrimination to help make our school no place for hate.
I have a dream of what I wanna be. I wanna be free. That's what my heart keeps telling me. Give me your hand.
We'll find a way.
There's people out there
They feel the same.
if we help each other. I just know we can succeed. We are one, but we are different. We from all around the world. We share the same sun, we share the same oceans. We are every boy and girl. Come together and share our dreams. We'll be amongst the stars, and we know that it's destiny. And we are unity. We are unity.
To help us reach this goal, let's learn more about bias, prejudice, and discrimination. What is bias? Watch this social story to learn more about what bias is and what you can do to stop it.
Let's say that I have a science presentation in class today. And then Ms. Burton asked for everyone to vote for the student with the best presentation. She asked us to write it down on a little piece of paper and give it to her. I think I did pretty okay. I know. I am going to vote for my friend Crystal. Do you know why? I picked my friend Crystal because she is my best friend forever. And that means I am biased towards her. But what is bias? Bias is when we lean towards something or someone without any logical reasoning or thinking. It's important to remember that bias can be good or bad, simply because it's the way we view and understand the world around us based on our life and the experiences we've had. So that means bias can either be good if it leads to something good, or it could be bad if it leads to something bad or unfair. And that's why my job as a human being is to be aware of my biases and be very careful with it. Why do you think that is? You got it. I have to be aware and careful with my biases so that I don't treat people or situations unfairly. And nobody likes that, right? Let's think back. Remember when I voted for my friend in science class because she was my BFF? Well, that was not cool because it was unfair. I didn't pick the person with the best presentation. Instead, I voted for my friend and I picked her because I wanted to make her happy and because Crystal is one of my favorite friends. I realized that if I was paying attention to my bias, I would be careful not to pick my friend just because she's my BFF. Instead, I would pick the person with the best presentation, even if they weren't my friend. Did you know that there are lots of different types of biases because our brain is just so smart? Can you think of some examples of bias? Maybe a time when you were biased towards someone or when someone was biased towards you.
What is bias? We learned in the story that bias is when we lean towards something or someone without any logical reason or thinking. What is prejudice? Let's watch another social story to learn more.
Today is the first day of school, and I'm super excited to see my friends. As I started to walk into the school, I saw this amazing looking orange Lamborghini pull up to the school's parking lot, and I saw a new kid coming out of it. Wow, I thought. He must be rich. People who usually drive Lamborghinis are definitely rich people. Anyway, I went to class, and then I found the new kid in my class. Mr. Hart was our teacher, and he asked everyone to introduce themselves. And then I found out that the new kid's name was Jake. Once we were done, we heard the bell ring, and it was time for our favorite part, recess. My friends and I started to play in the playground. As we were playing in the playground, we noticed Jake walking alone in the playground. That's when Mr. Hart called us and asked us to play with Jake. I told Mr. Hart that I didn't want to play with Jake because he must be snobby. That's why I thought that Jake was snobby. I said because he was riding a Lamborghini this morning, and so he must be rich. And I know that rich people are usually snobby. That is called prejudice, Mr. Hart said. What does that mean? Mr. Hart said that prejudice is when we make a prejudgment. Mr. Hart continued to explain to me, and he said, prejudice is when we have thoughts and feelings or beliefs about something or someone before knowing all the facts. He continued to say, you made a judgment about Jake before you got to know him based on your own thoughts about rich people. Then I wondered, is prejudice bad? Mr. Hart said that prejudice is bad when we act on it. It is normal to have some prejudgment about people and things, but we should always make sure that we're careful with it so that we don't treat people unfairly. I felt really bad after what Mr. Hart told me about prejudice. So I went to Jake at the end of the day and I started to get to know him. I even asked him to play tag with us the next day. Hey, thank you for joining me today as we learned all about prejudice. I can't wait to see you next time, and until then, take care.
What is prejudice? In this story we learned prejudice is when we have thoughts and feelings or beliefs about someone or something before knowing the facts and information about it. Let's learn more about discrimination.
Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about discrimination. Yeah, that's a super long word, but it's really important that you understand what it means.
What does it mean?
Well, discrimination is the unfair treatment of one person or a group of people based on their characteristics.
Like what?
Like age, race, religion, gender, who that person might be attracted to, disability, and there are more actually.
Uh-huh.
You get it?
Not really.
Oh. Well, let me try and explain. Let's say, Pop, you were waiting for a bus with some other people, and when the bus arrives, the driver lets everyone on except you.
What? Why?
You see, this bus driver, he just doesn't like the colour blue, so he doesn't let you on the bus.
But that's not fair.
No, that's not fair, and that is discrimination. The bus driver is discriminating against you because you are blue. Okay, another example. Imagine you had a job interview.
Cool.
Yeah, but before you can even get your hopes up, the boss turned you down.
Why?
Well, Pop, you believe in the tooth fairy. And this boss, well, she doesn't. She believes in the Easter Bunny. And for that reason, and that reason alone, she decides not to even consider you for the job.
Oh.
Again, that is discrimination. She is discriminating against you because of your beliefs. Okay, final example. Imagine one day you wanted some ice cream,
Yeah.
but this man won't sell you any,
What?
simply because you, Pop, are round. And he thinks that balloons should be square. so he won't serve you. Yeah, doesn't seem fair, does it? You see, him refusing to serve you just because of who you are is discrimination. And it's not nice, is it?
No, it was horrible.
Anyway, I know you guys know all about equality and how important it is that everyone is treated fairly. But sadly, across the world, this isn't always the case. There are lots of people in other countries who are discriminated against on a daily basis for whatever reasons. And what's really sad is that they're not being helped by the people who should be helping them.
What can we do?
You know, Pop, I'm not entirely sure, but I do know that we need to keep setting a good example and show the rest of the world how important it is that we do not discriminate. And if you're watching this video from a place that maybe doesn't have any anti-discrimination laws, or if you feel like you're being treated unfairly based on any of your characteristics, then please always remember that we are all worth the exact same, and nothing anyone says or does will ever change that. We are all equal.
Every one of us.
Discrimination is treating a person unfairly or badly because of their race, the color of their skin, their gender, whether they're a boy or a girl, their religion, their beliefs about spirituality, their age, whether they're young or old, their disabilities, what they're able to or able not to do, or their personal relationships, who they choose to love. Here are some ways to make Alta Vista a no place for hate campus. Show respect. Treat and think about yourself and others with care. Show tolerance. Accept other views, practices, or beliefs that are different from your own. Celebrate diversity, what makes each person unique and special, and practice inclusion. Include others who are different from you. Let's enjoy a poem called I'm Diversity, Please Include Me by Charles Benefield.
I am diversity.
Please include me.
I'm present in every place you go.
Depending on your lens, I'm a friend or foe.
I am present when two or more are together. If embraced, I make the good even better.
I'm not limited to age, gender, or race.
I'm invisible at times, yet all over the place.
Let me take my seat at the table.
Even though I'm differently able.
Learn about me, improve my underrepresentation.
And I can provide a competitive edge to your entire nation.
I exclude no one. I am strengthened by all.
My name is Diversity, and yes, I stand tall.
Recognize me and keep me in the mix.
Juntos no hay problema que no podamos arreglar.
Do all that you can to truly embrace me.
And experience life's fullness totally.
I'm the thought lurking behind the unfamiliar face.
I'm the ingenuity that helps your team win the race.
I am diversity, embrace me, and we'll journey far.
I am diversity, include me, and we will reach the shining star.
Coupled with inclusion, our lights burn longer.
Together, we are smarter, better, and stronger.
I am diversity.
I am diversity.
I am diversity.
Yes, that's me.
Yes, that's me.
Yes, that's me.
Yes, that's me.
Another way to make Alta Vista a no place for hate campus is to be an upstander, not a bystander. If you see someone showing hurtful bias, prejudice, or discrimination, stand up and speak out. There are 5 No Place for Hate pledge promises. Very soon, you will be given the opportunity to sign the No Place for Hate pledge. Promise 1. I promise to do my best to treat everyone fairly. Promise 2. I promise to do my best to be kind to everyone, even if they are not like me. Promise 3. If I see someone being hurt or bullied, I will tell a teacher. Promise 4. I will help others to feel safe and happy at school. And Promise 5. I will be part of making my school no place for hate. Together, we are better. We are one.
I have a dream of what I wanna be. I wanna be free. That's what my heart keeps telling me. Give me your hand.
We'll find a way.
There's people out there
that feel the same.
if we help each other. I just know we can succeed. We are one, but we are different. We from all around the world. We share the same sun, we share the same oceans. We are every boy and girl. Come together and share our dreams. We be amongst the stars, and we know that it's destiny. And we are unity. We are unity.
I do believe, oh, I believe in destiny. It's up to me to make it into reality.
Give me your hand.
We'll find a way
People out there,
that feel the same.
if we help each other,
I just know we can succeed.
we are one, but we are different. We from all around the world. We share the same sun, we share the same oceans. We are every boy and girl. Come together and share our dreams. We be amongst the stars, and we know that it's destiny. That we are unity. No matter where you're from or who you are, if we can find common place to be, then we are friends. We are one, but we are different. We from all around the world. We share the same sun, we share the same oceans. Oh. We are one, but we are different. We from all around the world. We share the same sun, we share the same oceans. We are every boy and girl. Come together and share our dreams. We be amongst the stars, and we know that it's destiny. That we are unity. We are unity.
Alta Vista Elementary, Waco ISD, No Place for Hate. 2021-2022.